All right, Fred, my name is Mike Jasnau. I'm going to do a video analysis. Have you seen yourself ball before?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's take a look from the back view first. I'm looking at directional items from this view. So step direction looks great, so no issue with that. And actually swing direction looks very nice, so there's no issue with that. Okay, and even from the side view when we check timing, we're going to see that you're in time. Okay, so for thinking everything in your game is wrong, there's not much wrong. But if you keep thinking everything is wrong, you're not going to bowl well because you're going to talk yourself out of bowling well. Okay. Position of the foul line pretty good. So a lot of good things here. Let's go into slow motion here. Stance position looks fine. I don't think I would change much at all with that. Let's go into slow motion. Want this second step to come in just slightly, which it does. That helps clear a slot for the ball to swing. Push right direction is very nice. So step direction and swing direction looks great. No issues. Position of the foul line, very nice. Okay. So really from the back view there, step direction and swing direction are the two things I'm checking. No problem with either. Okay.
Because my release, when I release, it's not always the same. I couldn't release it always the same time.
Okay.
So, like my ball would swing out, but I didn't want to swing out. I just want to go tight, and my release is always different every time.
Okay. And it could be a result of muscling the ball.
Oh.
Okay. But directional items, you can see the video doesn't lie. Everything is fine. Okay. Let's look at a closer view. We'll look at hand motion and release. As the ball comes into the swing, I want to see that palm facing forward, backhand facing backward. Okay. A little bit on the side of the ball right there. Okay, so right here, you're right behind it. Then see the hand position changes right there? That's a sign you're using some muscle. Okay. Top of the swing, you get back in the center of the ball. Fingers are right in the center. Obviously, at the top of the swing, you're done helping. Okay. Kind of you go from the middle to the inside here. Then at the release point, you're right behind it, which is nice.
Because I'm trying to go behind the ball.
Right.
I'm not doing it right.
Well, you're forcing it. Okay, you don't want to do that with muscle. Okay. Did you used to turn early?
Yes, I used to turn early, so I'm trying to correct it.
Right. Now, the early turn is usually a result of muscling the ball. If you force your hand behind the ball, it's not a consistent motion. Okay, and that's why kind of in the backswing when you see even your elbow kind of bend a little bit right there, you're trying to like force your hand on the inside of the ball. Whenever you use more muscle, you're going to be more inconsistent. Okay. So you are behind the ball here. Okay, so that's a pretty good hand position. Release motion is fine. Okay. If we do a little comparison here, let's use someone like David Ozio. It's a nice loose swing. So as he comes into the swing, same basic position as he comes down, but notice the position does not change in the upswing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. And then on the downswing, it's the same position as you, but he didn't have the extra hand motion. Okay. But again, if you were turning the ball early at the release point, very rarely is that a problem. It's a result of something else.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought it was my timing or the way I push away. That's making me do that.
Right, and it could be. Okay. But again, you're behind the ball, but you're forcing your hand behind the ball with a muscled motion. Okay. Again, the more you use muscle, the more inconsistencies. But hand position here, you're fine. Very nice. Thumb comes out, fingers go through. That's a good release motion with a good balance position. So again, with the release, with what I'm looking at here, no problem. Okay. Let's go to the side view. We'll play in real-time motion here. Yeah, very close on everything. We could definitely free your swing up a little bit. I see you being more controlling, and that's probably you trying to be on the backside of the ball. You're going to be more effective if you turn the ball a little bit early with a free swing than staying behind it with a muscled swing. Okay. But everything very, very close. Let's look at timing. 5-step approach, you want to hold that ball steady on that first step, push it out with the second step. That's just what we see. Elbow at the front of the side, the ball about belt level, that's a pretty good position. Okay, getting a little bit higher there. and that's a sign you're pulling your swing, a little bit of muscle. With your height backswing, let's see the ball about a ball lower. In fact, let's do a little comparison here. We'll get you to this position first. Let's use someone like, we'll use David Ozio first. I'll get him to the push way. Pretty similar. He's not going out as far, so he's not reaching out as far as you. Okay. Next step, his ball just gets to the back of his leg. Past the leg, below the hip. See, yours gets just a little bit higher, about a ball higher. On his next step, top of the backswing. Your next step, top of the backswing. Okay, your backswing's a little bit lower. Okay, so you were higher one step ago, now lower. That's a sign of, you're not letting the ball free swing, you're helping with some muscle. Okay, muscle also slows your speed down. That's why you have a below average ball speed. Okay, at the finish, I think you'll see you're going to end up right in time. Foot stops as the ball passes it. And with you, it's going to be the same thing. Foot stops, ball passes it. Good position. And you're very close to everything. We're talking tenths of seconds. There's nothing major wrong with your game. Okay? But we definitely want you to feel like the ball swings your arm, not your arm try to control the ball.
And how do you do that?
Relax. Let the ball swing. Okay? Mindset of not trying to force your hand in certain positions. Not trying to manipulate where the ball is in the swing. Okay? I could kind of see with your push way where you would have a tendency to get a little bit kind of big with a push way, big or quick with the motion. Okay, if you watch the pace of that push away, watch the pace of the push away. Okay, if we want somewhere like an Ozio, it's just going to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit smoother. See that? So I can see where you tend to rush things. Okay. Instead of being just nice and smooth and easy with that push. And he's actually working less than you are. That looks kind of lazy compared to you. His ball speed's close to 18 with a rev rate of 300. Okay, your ball speed's below 17. And you're going faster. Okay. So we'll work a little bit on smoothing out the push away, but you see, timing-wise, you're very, very close on everything. Okay. Let's compare to one other guy here. Let's see here. Someone like Brian Voss. Okay, if I get him to the end of the push, it's going to be a pretty similar position to what we see with you. And Brian fights being a little bit early from time to time. So kind of similar positions right there. Okay. On the next step, it's actually going to be a very similar position here also. Okay. Kind of similar position. Look at the size of the step difference though. Okay. His ball speed close to 18 with the same height backswing. Okay. So I can see in your swing where you would fight being a little bit early. Okay. Usually early timing makes your feet go quick. So one of the worst things you could ever try to do is let me slow my feet down. Because then the only other option the body has to catch up to a little bit being early is more muscle in the swing. Will slow your swing down. Okay. Ending is going to be the same with Brian as with you. Foot stops, ball comes through. Good position. Now, if you watch with Brian in real-time motion, look how quick step 4 gets. That's how he catches up to me a little bit early. Okay. But same thing with the push. It's a nice, smooth, easy motion with that push away. Okay, so again with you, you're very close on everything. I think we'll just kind of smooth that push away out a little bit. Okay. Have you try to relax that swing a little bit?
I tried. Maybe I'm not doing it the right way. When I practice, I try very hard. It always come out the same. Probably I'm not doing the right drill or.
Okay. Try what? What are you talking about?
I just try to relax and try to
and
slow
you're
down.
very close. And I don't want you to try to slow your swing down.
Oh, okay. Because
no.
I thought that's one one main thing I've
been working on.
yeah, because I thought it would make me relax, just slow it down.
No, if you try to slow your swing down, you're going to use muscle.
Oh, okay.
Gravity is quick. We want it to free swing. If you're trying to slow your swing down, you're not letting it free swing.
I thought that was relaxing. That's why I tried
No,
to
no,
slow.
no, no, no,
Okay.
not at all.
So I was doing it wrong.
No. Again, you have the same height backswing as some of these other guys. They're throwing a mile and a half faster than you with the same height backswing. Okay? No, we don't want you to use muscle. Free swing. Okay? So you can let the backswing go as high as it wants. Okay? And if you're trying to slow your swing down, when I say we're going to smooth out something out, we're smooth out the pace of the push away, not in the swing. Okay? Because you can see your push is a little bit quick and abrupt, and I'm talking a tenth of a second, nothing major. Okay, but again, you've got to be very careful. The subconscious mind is very literal. If you keep thinking, oh, there's a lot wrong with my game, you're never going to bowl well. You're going to talk yourself into bowling like crap because you're always going to think, oh, there's something wrong with my game. There's no way to bowl well, so there's something wrong with my game. You can see we compared to several of the pros. Timing-wise, you're very, very close. From the back view, everything was close. It could be bad equipment choices.
That could be true. I'm using old balls.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know why, when my favorite ball, I just couldn't let go with some new balls because I don't know how it's going to react for me.
Well, that's why you practice. And so you can tell the differences. You know, let's say you have 4 bowling balls. Maybe take out your favorite ball, get lined up to the pocket. Take out the next ball. Same stance, same target. See what the ball does differently. Adjust accordingly so you hit the pocket. Write down, okay, from my favorite ball to this ball, I have to move 3 and 2 left on this condition. Maybe the next ball you have to move 5 and 3 left. Maybe the next ball you have to move to the right. So then when you're using your favorite ball and it's not working, then you can say, okay, I want to use this ball. Okay, I know the move to make. Okay. But like I said, we'll smooth out the push rate a little bit. Even from this angle, I can see how you're kind of a little muscled in the push. When I smooth, rounded motion, you tend to be kind of quick and make things happen instead of letting things happen.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. When I smooth a rounded motion with a push away, that one comes back a little bit steeper. When I talk about a round motion, it's like a backward letter C. We don't want to see any sharper angles. What I see with you, it goes out and it comes back a little bit sharper. And that's a sign of helping or pulling. Okay, but again, extremely minor. You have no major flaws in your game here, and that's a good thing. Okay? But we'll get you to relax a little bit more, and again, I don't want you to ever think about, I'm going to slow my swing down. That requires muscle. We don't want you to use muscle. Okay? I want to just let it go. I want you to feel like your arm is relaxed, just kind of along for the ride. The ball swings your arm doesn't care. Easier said than done.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? But you have a nice game. There's nothing really major wrong here. Okay? But if a 10-year-old ball is your most aggressive ball, you're not approaching this the right way. Okay? And that's a great ball, but again, that's a weaker cover stock and a extremely tame drilling. So, that's a great ball when the lanes are really, really tough. Or maybe when the backhands are just flying. Okay?
That's okay.
Yeah. But other than that, like if the lanes are nice, you're not going to open up the lane with something like that. And you're lined up similar to a lot of people here. Breakpoint very similar. You had 5 shots miss the head pin, hit the same breakpoint where everybody else's balls are coming back and striking. Yeah. So, all right, let's stop the disc here.